Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World video. Season 18 has just started, Frozen Fjords. And I want to mention something really quick before we start the video. If you haven't noticed yet, it is bugged as hell. Like literally, every single thing is bugged. But to be honest, it might made it easier. Like today, I played a retrieve the data mission and it spawned above a hill with no way up. Like no husk were able to reach it, even we didn't add any defenses and went to finish our quests. So it will be more fun this season with lots of assassin spawns. Anyway, back the main point of the video. Infinite Teddy loadout, a very good loadout for ventures, because it literally allows you to spam your Teddy with 0 seconds cooldown, which is very insane. Especially this season, it will be one of the best, for lots of reason, and I will tell you why. Plus I will explain everything in details like I always do. I don't like to tell you just use this with that, and that's it. I need to explain why I use these heroes together, and how their perks and bonuses work together. So at the end of the video, you will understand almost everything about Outlanders and this season modifier for them. Like the Fragments for example. But before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content, helps me a lot. And you can join the channel and become a member too. And without further ado, let's get started. As you know, during this season we have the Superheroes modifier, and every hero have a unique one. For Outlanders, we have the Super Outlander modifier, which allows you to use your anti-material charge without costing any energy. So we can build an infinite Teddy loadout, and still use it to farm and finish quests. Yes, it won't be the best like a full farming loadout, but believe me, having a damage loadout with the ability to quick farming is very helpful. Because the main focus is to deal the highest damage possible with your Teddy. But just in case you needed to farm some materials real quick to craft some traps, or some metal for your build, you can do that in no time. That's why I will be using it a lot this season. But not just that, the current season modifier will give us another helpful bonuses to our Teddy, but I will explain them during the loadout to make it easier to understand for new players. So we need an infinite Teddy. The best hero for that will be Jingle Jess. Her perk increases Teddy duration by 12 seconds. But still, we need to reduce the cooldown. So I will use Happy Holidays Teen perk, which reduces your ability cooldowns by 40%. Is that enough? Not yet, you need to wait around 10 seconds before being able to use your Teddy again, after the current one disappear. So it's time for the Fragments. And if you don't know what Fragments are, here's a quick recap. Simply they are like a boosters, which can be used by Outlanders only. Like have you ever checked these numbers and wondered what they are? These are the number of the fragments you have for each ability. For example here I have 4 for my Teddy. But what they do? A fragment can reduce your ability cooldown by 30%, plus it doesn't cost any energy. So if you used your Teddy with fragments, it will cost 0 energy, which is insane. Like now after using the Commander and the Teen perk, the cooldown now is 36 seconds. But if you used a fragment, it will be around 26 seconds only. So instead waiting for 10 seconds to use your Teddy again like I just mentioned, now you will be able to use your Teddy again even before the current one disappear like you see in this clip, which is insane. But now you must be wondering how to get these fragments and how to use them. There are 2 ways to get these fragments. First from your loadout, which I will explain in few seconds. But there's another way. You can find them around the map, they looks like this. And you can collect them easily. But there are 2 kinds of the fragments you can find around the map. The blue one, which called charged fragment, which we need. The other one looks purple, this one just give you this loot llama. But since we have negative cooldown already, we can spam our Teddy over and over, but for that we need a lot of fragments. And it's not possible to keep searching for fragments around the map every time we need some. And for that, we will use Flurry Jess. Her perk gives us a fragment every 39 elimination, which is very helpful. Plus during this season, the Super Outlander modifier gives you a fragment every 50 seconds, which is insane. And like that you won't run out of fragments. Even you can replace Flurry Jess with other hero if you don't need that much. But how to use them? Well, it's very easy, you don't need to do anything, just use your ability. Like here I have 4 fragments, when I use my Teddy, a fragment will automatically get activated and reduce my cooldown by 30%, plus my ability won't cost any energy. You must be wondering, why all this talking about fragments? Well, like you saw, they allow you to use your Teddy forever, but not just that. I will use Gumshoe too, to increase fragment abilities damage by 30%. You see how much damage you have already from your loadout? But not just that, I will use Jilly Teacup, to increase Teddy crit chance by 100% against new targets. And don't worry about this 5% malfunction chance. And the last hero will be Ventura Ramirez, to increase Teddy range by 2 tiles, and damage based on the distance, which is helpful too for more damage. You see how much damage bonuses we got only from our loadout? Because in Ventures, your Survivor Squad's bonuses won't apply. So we need to get as much advantage as possible from everything we can, like the season modifier, the mission itself, and the loadout. One thing I forgot to mention, the Super Outlander modifier gives passive 30% damage buff to active abilities. I know I talked a lot about the fragments, but I tried to simplify it as much I can. Because I saw a lot of high power players like 130 plus, and don't know anything about them. But if you are interested in a separate video about fragments, let me know in the comments. Also let me know if you like all the loadout videos to be like this one, when I cover all the possible details or not. And as I always say, do you have to use the exact loadout? Of course not, this is how I like to play the game. You may use the exact loadout, or half of it. Even you may not use it at all. Just enjoy the game and play it with your style. And that's it, don't forget to use code Larsis in the item shop if you want to support me. Here's the rest of the gameplay, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, see you in the next one.
Amazing! Get ready for more, Commander. There it is. Get that encampment! Done. That's one. Take it down. This is the big time. Get ready. 15 minutes to complete the mission. We might clear the zone. There it is. Another big fight. Here we go. Check out your map.